Hi, welcome to Grace Place Farm and Gardens. My name is Mason Prescott, and this is the Build Your Own Farm Store series. Today, we're talking about the grand opening. Let's get into it. This is our high energy payoff episode. We're talking game day.
We did it.
We did it.
We opened the farm store.
We opened the farm store.
How did you think it went?
I thought it was terrifying.
It was so scary. Like from the beginning, I mean, it was like always exciting at a distance. Like
Yes.
I can't wait for the farm store to open, and there was this big push. Like we were pushing so hard, late hours, early mornings. We were coming in, getting every product ready, assembling shelves, putting refrigerators in here. I mean, we were going hard.
Yeah, it definitely down to the wire in terms of the timeline we had up until the day of. We had all our volunteers showing up, which was wonderful. We had a lot of people reach out and ask how they could help out, ring up customers, grab produce for us midday. We could not have done it on our own. Having friends and family there to help out was paramount.
We even knew we were going to open at 1 o'clock, and we had sent out the mailer, which we talked about in the marketing episode, advertising that the first 100 customers would get a free dozen eggs. So we knew that people would show up, and we didn't know how many people, but we had everyone show up around 8, 9 a.m. People were parking in the back pasture because we wanted as much parking available as we could.
Yeah. So rolling right up to 12 o'clock, we had the first few people showing up ready to be there. And so it was nerve-wracking as the line continued to grow that last hour.
As we're setting up tents and like still bringing products out, because we're thinking be ready at 1, but in reality, customers are thinking I got to be one of the first 100. So they're coming early.
So before we knew it, we had easily 100 plus people lined up for this farm store, wrapped around the front yard, buzzing, excited, having their mailers in hand, seeing all the produce out and getting to, just chatter, and the buzz and excitement was palpable. So it was great to get to go talk with a lot of people, introduce ourselves, and let them know we're opening our doors at 1.
And then I think it hit us that inside the farm store was one checkout station.
Yes.
Like day of. Like how are we gonna process this many like customers? We had like thought about it the night before, like, hey, just in case everybody download the app, but I think it became much more real in the moment. We need to have a faster way to ring people up because everyone's been politely waiting all this time. And then we say we're open and everyone's rushing to grab produce, to come in, to see what it's like. And we like call all hands on deck. If you know how to check people out, come up front. And we kind of moved the checkout station outside just for the grand opening day.
Which was helpful. We had that out there. We had the giveaway for all the free eggs out there, and it ended up being a really good flow once we got it down. So another thing that was really helpful was our volunteers being able to restock. We didn't stock enough fresh produce. I severely underestimated how many people were going to show up, one, and how much stuff we were actually going to sell. So if I were to do that over again, I would have had so much more ready and out there and available. Because I had guys out there picking fresh carrots and harvesting stuff that was ready to go already. Tomatoes, potatoes.
Everyone wanted the sweet corn.
Everyone wanted sweet corn. I just did not have enough sweet corn at all, even grown. So that was exciting to be able to share that as well. So here are some things that you should be considering and thinking about when it comes to preparation for game day, for opening day. One, you don't want to have to be thinking about everything day of. So take the time to make lists, get organized well beforehand. So know everything you're going to need, know who your volunteers are, make sure they're communicated with. Make sure you have backups of things you might need in terms of your POS, in terms of raw materials. We have grocery bags of our own, so maybe having a surplus of bags or supplies or merchandise. Or maybe you want to have something you want to promote specifically for the event. Have that ready. Be thinking in advance of that so you're not busying yourself the day of with that kind of thinking.
Right. And a lot of it comes down to the size and scale of your farm store. If you're doing
Definitely.
a roadside stand, it doesn't have to be a big event. But I think the day of, we really wanted to have an experience. A lot of people had wondered, what were we doing and why were we doing it? And I think that was by design. We wanted people to come out, bring their pets, bring their kids, see the chickens. We had the chickens really close to the farm store so people could see. We could reserve their Thanksgiving turkey or sign up for a farm-to-table dinner.
True.
And that evening, we were even promoting a special farm-to-table dinner where we invited all of the farm mentors or people in the community or region that had been helpful in getting us started, or maybe they were role models or inspiration to us. And we said, we would love you to come be the guest of honor at the farm-to-table dinner that night. So you can think bigger beyond just, oh, I'm opening something for sale, but
Definitely.
How do I engage with the community and how do I connect people to the farm so they have a memory here?
So some things that didn't go well and went wrong. First off was we did not have our POS system all set up and dialed in. We already went over the episode of how to do all that and get that set. But unfortunately, I did not make sure that all of our volunteers were set and ready for that. So that created a bottleneck of, oh, we needed more people to be able to do this, and they weren't ready.
And we worked so hard the night before to put all these new products in, but we didn't have the new products in the system either.
Right. We were so concerned about the labels and everything being attached, which is right, but make sure your signage is clear and not confusing for customers and everything is concise. Something else I would say to be aware of is recognizing when customers would ask repeat questions. That was a big tell of like, oh, hey, like we need to have something here. Like, oh, where do I check out? Or where should I be going after this? Or this sign says 2 for $5, but this sign says $3. Which one? So make sure that your signs are clear and everything is accurate.
Right.
So after a very long morning and afternoon of serving our community and opening up the farm store, the question is, how did we do? And the answer is remarkable, because in one day, we made 50% of our total sales of the entire last summer of going to the farmer's market.
It was wild to really look at that at the end of the day and to think all of that work paid off and people came to us.
Right.
So it's so rewarding to think that not only is this now a resource to the community, but it generates far more income for us as a farm.
So James, tell me, what for you was the moment that made it all worth it?
It's hard to say because, I don't know, seeing families there, it's so cool to finally be open to the community and have people here. As I mentioned, we did a farm-to-table dinner at the end of the night, and a lot of people that I really admire and respect in the farming community were here. And watching them sitting around the fire pits, sipping on coffee, it was like, wow, we haven't just created a farm store, we've created a place for people to make memories. And those memories are now associated with what we're building. And I felt so proud to be a part of it.
All right, well guys, thank you so much for joining us for episode 10 of the grand opening. Really excited to have gotten all this far on the journey. We're not done yet though, we still got 2 episodes left. Next episode, we're gonna be getting into the management, the day-to-day. What does it actually look like now that you have a farm store up and running to manage it and steward it well? We'll see you then.